kind of wanted to finish off like kinks and like what we don't, what we can't. What we don't can't. I'm just gonna take a sip of a drink first.
I mean,
a sipperoo.
I know for sure. Remember astronaut guy?
Yeah.
He tried to like spit in my mouth, and I was like, and he didn't warn me or anything either. He just kind of went for it.
Is that where you draw the line?
Yeah.
Spitting in the mouth?
Yeah, I was like, he like did a like, and I was like, no, whoa.
But no spit went into the mouth, right?
No, I think I dodged.
But did spit come out of his mouth?
I mean, yeah. Well, actually, I think I don't remember. I don't know. It all happened so fast. I was so taken aback. Like, yeah. No, he was kinky as fuck. Like that. And okay, mind you, this was like we only had sex twice. We only like hooked up twice, and this is the second time we hooked up. And he was just like trying to bring out the like spitting in my mouth. And I was
right. I asked you about astronaut guy last time, whether or not the slapping thing was from him. But yeah.
No, yeah.
No, I think it's hot, and like I would spit in someone's mouth. Low key, I think that's hot. Like I would spit in your mouth. Yeah. Yeah. I'd spit in a mouth.
You know, spitting on somebody is like considered assault.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in the eyes of the law? Like
yeah,
if I spat on you?
Yeah, that could, like if it was like if you just walked up to somebody and spit on them, like that's considered assault, I'm pretty sure. I'm not a lawyer, but
Emily's not a lawyer, guys. So you're in the presence of a lawyer, a physician, a physicist, a ballerina, what is it? An appraiser, a marketer.
I call me a lawyer because I got bars.
Oh.
I got bars for days.
Call me an inmate because I've got bars for days. Like what?
No, like you know, like passing the bar.
Yeah, but as in like there aren't multiple. It's a bar. Like
there's like isn't there like the baby
passing
bar?
The bar.
Isn't there like the baby bar? Isn't that like what Kim K passed or something?
What the fuck is a baby bar?
I don't know. I just
that's like fake.
That.
That's like
it's like the PSAT.
Yeah, like that doesn't count for shit. Can't practice. You can't go to college on your PSAT. The fuck is that? Get out of here.
Imagine you did like really well on your PSAT.
Yeah, perfect score.
And then you just like
try to
every
apply.
Question wrong on the SAT. It didn't help at all.
Don't you get like 4 points for writing your name? I'm pretty sure you get 4 points for writing your
name.
Up? Yeah, exactly. Like it's you actually have to put an effort.
Is that even a thing? Is that like?
Yeah, no, you actually have to try. It is the truth. You get points for writing your name. I'm pretty damn sure. Like, I'm pretty sure you get points for filling out the cover page.
It's like participation.
Yeah. So no one will ever get a 0. Like as in you have to try to.
Unless you
get
literally just submit a blank exam.
Exactly. That's the only way. I feel like then even you get points because you submitted it.
You get half points. You get 2 points for just submitting it.
Yeah, they don't know who to give the points to, but you get them. Like, you didn't leave a name.
We don't know who these points are going to.
But there's 2 points out there for this blank paper.
Know the location of where the testing center was. So one of these people at this testing center got 2 points.
Well, they could, like, technically, like, the people who, what is it, not orchestrate the SATs would be smart enough to be able to see who signed up, who then showed up and signed in and turned in a paper. You know what I mean? I would be able to allocate those points and did not put a name on it.
Figure it out pretty quickly because I'm pretty sure everybody else would have filled it out.
Yeah, exactly. So we know who the 2 points belong to.
Shout out if you're somebody who got 2 points on your SATs. You're a real one.
Oh my god.
For just submitting a blank exam.
Speaking of like SATs, I was such a brat child. I remember like shout out to my dad. Thank you, Father. He paid for expensive ass like SAT prep classes. There was like I think it's an esteemed SAT like prep class.
I raw dogged the SATs. I didn't have any preparation.
Yeah.
I was just
so
no lube, just nothing. Just like fucking raw dogged those SATs, man.
My parents attempted to prepare me for this moment. These expensive classes, what were they called? Princeton Review. This was the Princeton Review.
Yeah, no, that's like the big hot shot college.
Exactly.
Or like College Board also. That's another.
So
Yeah.
I was signed up for a weekly Princeton review SAT classes. Every single Saturday these classes were on. And
Damn, they really said no social life.
yeah, no social life. I grew up in an Asian family, and my dad was like a nerd and like super smart and everything like that. So there were expectations. He was a Georgetown whatever prep kid, whatever. Very smart, spoke like 7 languages, whatever.
Really? Your dad speaks 7 languages?
He spoke Korean, Chinese, Arabic, English, Latin, a dead language, and then there's like some other like 2 languages, really obscure languages. He was like in the army doing like radio translation shit. Like he went to like Boston Latin.
He's starting to sound like the guy from Bad Vegan.
Well, he has like my boyfriend in high school swore that he's a spy. Because
Black
of
Ops,
like
that's what the guy in Bad Vegan. He was like, I'm Black Ops.
Well, except my dad had a 6-pack all the way. He's like 60 something and still has a 6-pack, like full blown. Goes to the gym. Like I think he's like ready to be deployed any second. He's like a sleeper agent. Anyways, so back to these SAT classes. He paid for Princeton Review every single Saturday. I was a terrible child, especially in my teenage years. I partied a lot. Went to like the club every single. I probably went out like 2-3 times a week to the club, and almost every single day to the bar. And so it was crazy going to these review classes. I was hungover every single day. I skipped a ton of them. I bombed the SATs so bad. I only took the SATs twice. The first time I took it, I forgot to bring a calculator. That's so bad. Do you remember they were like functions and frickin' like just isn't.
I don't know. I think I blacked out. That time in my life. But I guess needing a calculator.
You need it, and not just a normal calculator. You needed one of those.
Graphing calculator.
Yes.
Or there's graphing calculators, and then there's because that's more for calculus or something.
No, but you needed graphing calculators for it.
So because I don't remember needing a graphing calculator.
I bought a graphing calculator just for the SATs.
There's also scientific calculators. Scientific calculators. I think you could use.
I think it was a scientific. Maybe it was a scientific calculator.
Did have functions on them and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it has square roots
but
and shit like that.
Basically, I forgot it, and I can't do mental math to save my life. Like I'm a failed Asian.
Especially if you do like exponents or like shit like that.
It was. Anyways, didn't bring a calculator. Bombed the math section because I count. You go 7 times 6. I literally go 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. That's how I do math. So bombed that. The second time I went so freaking hungover, I skipped an entire section. And the sad part was I almost scored perfect in the other sections, but the fact that I skipped one section, bombed.
Yeah.
And that's why I went to UC Santa Cruz, kids. UC second choice. I think that was my favorite nickname for UCSC, to be honest.
Yeah, UC second choice.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Berkeley.
I liked UC suck cock.
Why?
I just thought it was funny.
I feel like everyone there, majority of the people I asked wanted to go to Berkeley.
Yeah.
Like more often than not, everyone's like, yeah, I want to go to Berkeley. I didn't get in. I just like came here. I'm gonna transfer. Like that was everyone's thoughts.
Dude, UC Santa Cruz's admission rate has gotten a lot more competitive.
What is it at
since
now?
We started. Because I remember I'm pretty sure when I applied, I was class of 2013, or not class of 2013. Sorry, class of 2017, entering in 2013. That's why. I'm pretty sure admission was like 70% or 75%.
Yeah, I remember.
Or something
like 70s.
That. It was pretty fucking high. Like
yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure even by the time I don't know what it is at now, but by the time I had graduated, it was already at like 50 or lower.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was already like.
I wonder what it's at now. Yeah,
I want to know now. What?
Well, I do know that it has become more and more of an esteemed school, like as time has gone on.
It's not a bad school.
I'm sorry, all of us do so many drugs there. I think it's a horrid school. Like.
Yeah, but that was also the crowd we were kind of.
No matter where you go.
Dude, there were a lot of like there were so many weird little cliques at UC Santa Cruz. I feel like there was so many.
Yeah, but they all did drugs. They all did drugs. At least smoked. Every single clique smoked weed. Yeah, or did Adderall or something. I'm sorry, but no kid there was completely sober unless they like already had to go to rehab or something.
Oh, it probably went up a little bit. I wonder if the pandemic affected that.
What is it?
60? 64.7. Because I remember when I graduated, it was a lot lower. Like, it had gone down into, like, the 50s. Like it was a little more competitive, but I think, I don't know if just like attending college is also, I wonder if that has changed a bit
Well,
too.
I feel like honestly for UC Santa Cruz, half of the lure for me going there is the campus. Exactly.
Yeah. I know, if I had to just go there virtually, it's like, what's the point?
It's not the professors, unless you're doing marine biology, like
that's,
professors there.
That's the top thing there is marine biology.
Exactly. So it doesn't really, like, if you're doing economics and you can't be on campus, why the fuck would you go there? Like, there's no, like, there's no reason for me to go there.
Yeah.
But I don't know how we got from kinks to freaking...
To UC Santa Cruz.
to SATs to UC Santa Cruz.
Yeah, we really went off on the SATs.
It's like on a train.
Yeah, we had a lot of laundry to air, I guess, on those SATs. Deep-seated issues that we didn't know we had.
Yeah, just had to share. I don't know. Or we're sexually attracted to it, and that's
Are we sexually attracted to the SATs? Aren't there
Maybe.
people that are like sexually attracted to numbers and letters and stuff like that?
I'm like attracted to intelligence. I don't know, like.
But is that? I don't know. I feel like that's such a pretentious thing to say. I think
no, it's not. I don't think it's pretentious at all.
Sapiosexual.
Yeah, like it turned like honestly. So this recent guy, for example, I feel like I'm attracted to him because of how smart he is. Because he's like I'm not even gonna give him a nickname.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know which one you're talking about right now. That's the problem.
That's so bad. Okay, now cue that sound. What is it? Am I a whore?
I don't give a fuck.
But fuck, I don't even know what to call him.
Met?
What can we call him? Joseph.
Okay.
Yeah, you know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically it's
yeah.
So basically it's because I think that he's like extremely smart, like almost like genius level smart, that I recently became attracted to him. You know what I mean? Like before I was kind of like, all right, whatever, you're another like rich kid, whatever, like fuck boy, whatever. Who knows who you are? I don't care. Until I found out like, oh, you're actually really freaking smart. And then I started finding him attractive. Like when he started just like blah blah blah, things I don't understand. Wow, that's when it started working for me.
I get that. I think intelligence is definitely really important, or else I can't really be that attracted to somebody in the first place, I think.
Oh my god, I don't want to call anybody out.
Who's on the chopping block today? Who in our life is going to be on the chopping block today?
Well, I want to give them a nickname because I don't want to define them by my
now
period.
You gotta know you can't fuck with us, or we'll talk about you.
We need to give them a nickname like, fuck, I need to think of one.
Again, I don't even know who you're talking
Well, I don't want to define him by the length of time. Because then people will know, like people who know us will know who that is.
I know, yeah.
So I want to give like a little bit more of a, like hidden identity. But anyways, this person was a retard, and like I just thought they were extremely unintelligent and were not worth my time yet. Yeah. I mean, it's usually kind of over for me once I realize somebody's stupid. It doesn't matter how hot they are. The sex is good though.
Yeah, but I don't even know if I'd wanna, cause then what kind of pillow talk can you have with somebody like that? Just dull as shit.
Dumb, like funny stuff.
But honestly, I feel like I will say things and think they're funny, and then if you're stupid, you don't get it, and then you're just like, oh, really?
Or maybe they'll just like laugh, pretend to laugh.
It's just painful, man. I don't know. There's got to be just a good flow in general to, keep the magic alive.
Yeah, no, there's different things. Like, good conversation definitely keeps magic alive. For me, I think that the number one thing, I can't really name a number one thing that will get you kicked out of the bedroom with me, because I feel like I've drawn certain lines before where it's like, I will never cross that line. But with the right person at the right time, doing the right thing, where the moment is just right, I feel like I'm open to it. Like a lot of kinks are like,
like... I mean, there's a lot of things I didn't discover I liked until I tried it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just
I think it's also when you get older, you just kind of like want to explore more, or you're more open about it. YOLO mode comes on.
Yeah, I mean,
like, low-key, I want to get a sex swing.
Remember you got one, and then I was like, you can't put this up in our apartment. You're gonna rip our ceiling out.
Oh,
and then
right.
We're gonna have to...
I had to wait until my next apartment, and then when I got to my next apartment, I was like, I couldn't get a drill.
You've always had issues getting a fucking drill, man.
And I was like, I'm not gonna invest in a drill because I don't own this apartment. I'm gonna buy a drill. I'm buying a fucking drill.
Yeah, you gotta just invest in one now. Now you own a place.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a fucking, who am I kidding? I'm just gonna buy a damn drill. But anyways, yeah, then I'm gonna put up a sex swing. Like, or not a sex swing, you know what I'm gonna put up? I'm gonna put up an aerial yoga rig that I can then also have sex in. That's the plan.
Twofer.
You know how much I love a twofer? Dude, I love that. Where is that from? Do people even say that? Twofers? Is that a thing? That's a thing, right?
I think it means the same thing as basically like 2 for 1.
Yeah, a twofer. I love that saying. I love me a twofer. Oh my god, but yeah, no, that's exactly what that is. A twofer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh, well, okay. In high school, like, just thinking of like kinks that once wasn't, not even a kink, but things that I once wasn't okay with. Like in high school, my boyfriend was always trying to pop a finger in my butt. And I was like very against that.
Yeah.
And it was always like, suddenly there's a finger in my ass. You know what I mean? And I just like didn't like it because I was like, or asking for not for that. You know what I mean? I was very don't do that.
Especially your butt is like, that's fucking.
I think you need to give permission.
Yeah,
it's just like, okay,
exactly.
now I'm ready. Now that I'm comfortable with all of these things, I'm ready to venture there.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was a freaking teenager where it was just like.
I don't think I explored into butt stuff until college.
Exactly. Like, so that random. Okay, quick story. Like, he was very, like, adamant about trying the butt. Like, many times he was trying to, like, oh, you know, like, entertain. And I was just like, no. And I would, like, reverse joke about it. Like, oh, how about a finger up your butt? And just, like, my turn to freaking sneaky finger up your butt. And he didn't like that. So it's like, there you go. Like, no.
Two-way street,
exactly.
Bitch.
No sneaky finger up, no butts. But then there was one night when we got extremely drunk. And honestly, this was, like, low-key a little bit of a scarring experience. But, like, I loved him a lot. But still, it was, like, on the edge of not being okay. But he was basically, like, trying to entertain the butt again. I'm just like, no. And it turned into this, like, playful wrestling, which we would do often in college. Like, lots of just kind of like, no, like, stop that. You know, that kind of stuff.
So was this college boyfriend?
I mean, sorry, no, during high school.
Okay.
So, like, no, stop that. Like, those, like, that kind of, like, wrestling and stuff and, like, cutesy shit. We would always do that. So one night, we both got home. We were super fucking drunk. And then he's, like, venturing there, but he's being, like, we're still play wrestling, but he's, you know, I guess, like, drunk and kind of belligerent in the sense of, like, not knowing how much force he's actually applying. Yeah. And that night, while we were play wrestling, when he tried to stick her finger up my ass, it slid from ass to, like, you know that little patch of skin between ass to, the taint. It, like, scraped, because we were, like, play wrestling. He, like, scratched my taint. And then there was blood everywhere. I just started, like, bleeding. There was, like, blood everywhere. And I was just, like, I got so fucking pissed. Because it's like, look, like, I clearly told you no on multiple occasions. I'm not okay with this. And look at what you did. And you're being aggressive about this. Like, this is, like, low-key going into territory of, like, very not okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then it was kind of like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't realize. But then I was also like, okay, I get it. You're really drunk. We do play wrestle. This wasn't. We should have had a safe word at that point. You know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those things where.
I think in high school, like.
Did you ever have a safe word in high school?
I don't think so, because I feel like I was looking back on it. I feel like I've never really even had a safe word as an adult, which maybe I should.
Well, just when it gets like.
I think if you're gonna start kind of exploring into like new territory with somebody and you're
or like, really dominant stuff, like more aggressive stuff.
Yeah, once it starts venturing into that, it's I think a good time to establish something like that.
Yeah. Because, like, I think safe word is only really necessary when no is used in sex. And I feel like with my high school boyfriend, it was, where no didn't mean no. You know what I mean?
It was, like, part of the play.
It was, like, because I feel like every time we had sex, it was very much so, like, oh, no. Like, because I'm in high school, I'm all, like, I'm still, like, I'm not a virgin, but I'm a you know what I mean? Like,
I'm shy.
Yeah. Like,
I'm so shy.
It was that. It was 1,000%. That kind of, like, even though we had sex so much, like, I feel like it took me months before I was comfortable being naked in front of him. Even though we had sex. Like to be
Really?
to be standing fully nude, like in the light, naked.
Yeah.
It took a while. We were already having sex in the dark and this and that, but he hadn't seen me like stand up in front of him fully stark nude. It was weird.
Honestly, that is kind of a different level of vulnerability. Because I feel like it's like, I don't know, when you're underneath someone or like, I don't know, it's like, it's a little different. But then you stand up and you're just like walking around like.
Yeah, it's a different.
That's some adult shit. I feel like when you're a teenager, you're like self-conscious and stuff, so it can definitely.
Right, I feel like I didn't really prance around naked in front of like guys in like high school. Even
now
like
I definitely do.
yeah, now it's like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm hot.
Yeah, look at my titties. Look at my ass. Check me out. Check this out.
Yeah, that's why I really think that there's a lot more to my sexuality that I have to explore.
Oh yeah, I think sexuality is kind of a constant journey. It's an evolving thing. I feel like that's the thing. I feel like that also kind of goes into the whole like, are you born gay? Are you born whatever? I feel like sexuality is so complex and there's so many layers that make up what people's sexuality is, and it's something that can be very fluid and change with time and change with experience.
No, absolutely. Sure. Just like when you're asked to describe the perfect person, like let's not even talk about gender. But when you're asked to describe the perfect person for you, where you start, like let's say when you were 14, all of the traits that you would require probably drastically different from 5 years ago, from now, from what you're looking for 5 years from now. You know what I mean? Like
14 years old was Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco.
I don't know who that is, but
if anybody else knows, shout out to Brendan Urie.
I can't even remember who I was like swooning over.
I still low-key swoon over him, but he's like married and he's also 5'8", which wouldn't really work.
Oh yeah. You a tall bitch.
Yeah, although I guess I am like 5'8" and a half. I'm not as tall as I once thought I was.
Dude, I still don't know how tall I am.
I think you're 5'4".
I don't know. I'm like, sometimes I say 5'6", sometimes I say 5'5", sometimes I say 5'4". I still to this day don't even know. I don't know how tall I am in centimeters either. Like I really just don't, and I don't know how much I weigh.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know. I think a lot of people don't really like keeping or want to know that most of the time.
Yeah, I think I want to begin knowing because it is healthy to just track. Because like sometimes you lose a lot of weight and you don't realize, or you gain a lot of weight and you don't realize, and it's just good to kind of have like a rough like, hey, I'm slowly gaining weight. This is an upward trend, or there's a downward trend. Let me look at like my behaviors, or I don't know.
Yeah, am I on my period? Was I stressed this week?
Yeah.
Did I eat a lot of junk?
Those are all important. I'm trying to think what other like kinks are like absolute. No, I guess like that butt thing. Beyond that, nobody's really approached me with it. I have difficulty role playing. Have you ever role played before?
Not. I'm trying to think. Have I? I feel like actually, I think I have kind of one time. I think I did with some boyfriend in high school. I think it was the first guy that I had sex with.
Like how? Like role play? How?
I don't remember what kind of role play it was. I feel like I want to say it was some kind of like teacher-student thing or some kind of like higher up level like.
How much of a role play?
It wasn't like that intense. I feel like it was mostly just like through talking, like.
But like, how much was it? Like an action? Like, were you acting stuff out, or was it just kind of like a while you were already having sex? Like,
kind of, yeah. I think it was like while we were having sex, like talking it out. I don't really
like that. Doesn't get me. I don't understand that. So like, people have tried to initiate that, where it's just like.
You know what? I think it brings out like the actor in me, or like the theater side of me.
Did it get you off?
I don't know. I think it was just like fun. I don't know if it was. I mean, I remember like. I mean, he was like the first guy I had sex with, so it was like it was a kind of a different ballpark. I'm pretty sure it was the first guy I had sex with. I don't remember. Was it? I don't know. Whatever. But either way, it was somebody in high school. It was like early on in my sexual career. And I don't know. I think it was just like mostly. It was probably a lot more also because of our connection, like that we loved each other, and
it's easier to get into that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there was something there. I don't know if I would have the same kind of feeling with if I had sex with some random guy now. Like,
well, I'm just thinking like it's been attempted on me before with like people that I've like kind of have a connection with. But I just can't, like, unless we're in full blown like costume, like if you're gonna role play with me, Yeah, if you're gonna role play with me, we need the lights, the camera, the action. We need like fucking costumes. I need to get into full character. Like I will go full character. There is no like, oh, let's lie in bed and like, oh, I'm a teacher. Oh, you're a naughty student. Like that doesn't do it for me. If we're doing student teacher, bro, I am freaking like if I'm teacher, I need my glasses. I need my Apple.
I was thinking,
like,
I'm pretty sure. I think it was like the first guy I had sex with because I remember he was really good with like words and he was really smart. I think he was something
like painted a picture with
like
words.
He was really good at like he was just really good at with words in general. So I feel like that also just,
maybe
like,
that was what it was.
Yeah.
Because no, what it was like trying to be like, oh, you're a naughty schoolgirl. I'm just like, I don't feel like a naughty schoolgirl right now. Like, if you want me to be a naughty schoolgirl, I need to put on my little plaid shirt, my little plaid skirt. I need a tight little white shirt. I need pigtails.
I feel like that's the easiest one to role play.
But I mean, like, I can't. What I'm saying is, I can't do it with just pure like you and me in the bed, like in bed, lying down, or even standing up and just saying those words to each other. Like for me, if we're gonna role play, I need the full blown like costumes ready. That I need to like enter scene. You know, like I will enter the scene as character, and that's what I'm saying. I will stay in character.
It's like I got my books. I'm ready to study.
Exactly. Like that is role playing, because I think that this goes back to kind of like how it's also about the the momentum up to that moment. Right? It's about the build up where it's like we're acting like, oh, that's what would get me, where it's like, oh, I'm a little schoolgirl, like, oh no, did I do this assignment wrong? Do I need to stay late after school? Like, okay. Yeah, and then just like playing that out is actually what would turn me on. As opposed to, for example, we're already like basically about to start having sex, and then you're whispering to me like, oh yeah, you're my naughty little schoolgirl. I'm just kind of like, that's not doing it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where their magic is not there. Where that just kind of is like ick to me.
Yeah, no, I get that. I don't remember how I led up.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it was like, that's what I'm saying about kinks though.
Yeah.
Like with the right person at the right time, like when it's executed right, I feel like almost like, dare I say that almost any kink will fly if all of those things line up.
Yeah, if it works. Because I feel like that's the other thing too. I kind of like getting a little like spanking action.
But by the right person as well.
Like, yeah, like I've had sex with people and they've like spanked me and I was like really like,
yeah, it's just like, ew, or it's like, it's not
no,
right.
This isn't really, you're the right thing. And then there's some people that it's like, I'm just like, yeah, like that, like, that itself.
No, it's hot.
Off,
Spanking is
like,
hot.
I'm like, ooh, like, yeah, do it again. Like,
no, I think spanks are super hot, but it's also like knowing when to do it and like how to do it. And same thing with choking. I've been choked before and just been like,
I forgot about choking. Choking
is
so fun.
so hot. But I've had so many instances in which it was executed so poorly where it's like, all right, you are no longer allowed to do that just because like you don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's like, you don't push down on my, like, what is it, on my freaking esophagus. You hold.
Yeah, hold the neck.
Yeah, I've had to teach many people this.
Just like,
yeah,
oh my God,
exactly. You never push down on, what is it, the windpipe. You never push down on it.
Right now.
Exactly. That's how you will get me to, like, immediately snap out of the moment. You hold the neck on the sides.
Grip the neck.
Yeah, you grip the sides of the neck.
Hold the sides.
Yeah, like.
All right, we're telling you right now, hold the sides of the neck.
Yeah, with like your
grasp,
full.
with a firm grasp.
And then even when you're holding like this, you can actually like pull and like move this. Yeah, and you can like have a really firm grip like this. You know, but if you, as soon as you push down a little bit, it I cannot breathe. But you can almost grip as tight as you want on the sides, like.
Ooh, also, hair pulling. I just thought about that because that's kind of in the same vein. I feel like hair pulling, if done right, can be kind of fun. Like.
Oh yeah.
But that's the thing. I think because there's you have to grip like enough hair. Also, that's part of it. Because if you only grip like a small amount, then it hurts, and then it feels like you're like, ow. I just said that to myself. But like. If you like grip the whole thing like a ponytail, and
dude, from behind
a little,
and that's
ponytail. Oh
my God, no, yeah,
daddy,
that is like magic right there. But no, it's like done right. All of those things need to line up, and like I said, dare I say, almost any kink will fly.
Yeah,
just that. So that
I know. Maybe I would have been into the spitting thing. Like, had I gotten some kind of warning, or like maybe,
or if you knew him a little bit more,
a little bit better. I think it was just a little too early on. Like, I didn't really get the full scope of his kinks and everything. He had a whole drawer with vibrators and shit, and I was like, this is kind of creepy. Do you, like, use this on
multiple women.
all of your victims? No. He's not creepy. This makes him sound really bad, but, like...
He did kind of have, like, intense eyes, though.
Yeah,
like, an
he
intense
did.
gaze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I would not be super surprised if he was, like, a serial killer. Just putting that out there. Anyways, but yeah, like you just said, maybe that would have flown if had you gotten him a little more. And that is a wrap. Just wanted to finish it off with, like I said.
Is that a wrap?
Yeah, right place, right time, and just all of those things line up, and almost any kink can fly. That's it.
Yeah, so just have it. Again, I feel like I always go back to communication. Have a little test things out and see where you're at with somebody before you like try to flip on a new thing. Like, you know, you gotta see where both of you are at. But sometimes it just works.
Oh, right. And last thing, always set a safe word. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Always set a safe word.
Honestly, that's something I need to like pick up more in practice.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've been having enough kinky sex recently that I've had to do that, unfortunately. But yeah, any closing thoughts?
I already gave my closing remarks.
Just safe word. Safe word. Stay safe also.
The closing remarks were already
safe
given.
Word and stay safe, people.